Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Today, I will be doing a short analysis of the Ceago Winery case. The Ceago Winery, as we all know, is a small biodynamic winery located in Clear Lake, California. I've already mentioned the most important facts of this case in the preview to the video, which I hope you took the time to watch, so I won't be going over the facts again. Now, the most important objective of this analysis is to provide recommendations to Jim Fetzer to ensure the long-term sustainability of the Ceago winery. With this objective in mind, I will now start my analysis by breaking down the case into two broad points: where Ceago winery currently is and where it hopes to be in the future. The Ceago winery is a relatively small one in California, with only about 80 acres of planted vineyards. The main focus of Ceago is on environmental sustainability. It uses the biodynamic process of winemaking, as mentioned earlier. Now, due to this biodynamic process of winemaking, the taste of the wine has a very special flavor, which consumers have shown a very positive response to. However, Ceago only sells about 8,000 cases of wine per year currently, and there is much scope for improvement in sales. Ceago is also located in a particularly picturesque location in California, near Clear Lake, which is often referred to as the Switzerland of America. Given the large size of the property, about 160 acres, there is much scope for real estate development such as ecotourism ventures. Ceago has two main objectives in the future: to improve the sales of its wine to reach its maximum capacity of 20,000 cases per year. This should ideally be done by communicating the value of the biodynamic label to the consumers. The second objective is to make the proposed ecotourism project a successful venture, and this will ideally help boost the local economy and help promote a sustainable way of life. Now, what are the problems that is stopping Ceago from achieving its objectives? The first main problem is that the value of the biodynamic label is lost on the consumers. Most consumers do not understand what this biodynamic label means, and hence the value proposition of Ceago is lost on the consumers. The second major problem is making the ecotourism venture an economically and environmentally sustainable one. This will be the first major ecotourism venture in the Lake County area, and any development could lead to negative environmental impacts. So making it economically and environmentally sustainable is a big challenge facing Ceago. My first recommendation for Ceago is to drop the biodynamic label it currently uses and switch to the organic label instead. A survey showed that about 17% of consumers were familiar with the biodynamic label, while almost 66% were familiar with the organic label. Thus, it makes more economic sense to switch to the organic label, since it now presents Ceago with a larger target market. However, Ceago should continue with its biodynamic process of winemaking, even though it switched its label to organic. This is because the biodynamic process of winemaking gives the Ceago wines a very special flavor which consumers respond positively to and will be the specific competitive advantage of Ceago. Moreover, environmentally friendly consumers will favor the ecologically sustainable process of winemaking that Ceago has adopted. Ceago should go ahead with its ecotourism project. However, in order to make it a successful one, it needs to develop partnerships with local tour operators as well as configure its products to suit the needs of three different target markets. These target markets are high net worth individuals from inside of America who are looking to buy a weekend getaway house or a holiday house, outdoor holiday makers, as well as wine enthusiasts. Now, how do we configure the products to suit the needs of each of these target markets? This ecotourism venture will not only bring in revenue in the form of tourist stays, it will also supplement the sales of wine from normal retail channels. In order to make this an eco friendly venture, I suggest that Ceago make the whole property a vehicle free area where guests move around only by foot or on bicycle. Also, Ceago should consider investing in solar power, which, even though the investment costs are very high in the beginning, will pay off in the long run in terms of electricity bill savings. How feasible is this project? The real estate value of vineyards in California is currently very high, and hence selling the villas will not be a problem. However, in order to ensure the success of the hotel and the casitas, it is important that a right kind of partnership is forged with local tour operators. By giving them a fair share of the profits earned, a successful future can be ensured for this ecotourism venture.